Good afternoon, Aries. Welcome to your monthly tarot reading for the month of November. It's 11/1, and I purposely waited till today because it's a magic number, 11/1 or 111. The angels are definitely around us, and I wanted to have some good fortune. We finished up a full moon in Scorpio yesterday. We still have the energy for the next 3 days, and full moons are all about releasing and letting go. So letting go of what no longer serves you, and now today we're going to bring in that which is coming in the next 5 weeks, right? The whole month of November. I've been kind of prepping everybody ahead of time to know that the month of November is a lot of chaotic energy, a lot of very negative energy. It's probably one of the toughest months out of this entire year, believe it or not. Try to stay in your own lane. Let the universe help guide you. Ask the universe to guide you. Try to stay in a higher vibration. By staying up here in this high vibration, what do I mean by that? Love, compassion, caring, giving, nurturing, all those wonderful vibrations that we can bring, okay? Because there's so much negative energy out there right now because of the election. And after the election, there's going to be violence, and there's going to be chaos, and there's going to be, if you need to protest, definitely protest. That's a democratic way. Absolutely, but just know to stay away from the people that are looting or vandalizing or are violent in some way, because that's not the kind of energy you want to get involved with. Remember, if somebody's coming at you, okay, with a closed fist, and somebody, or, just as an example with a closed fist, but wanting to fight you or to poke the bear, if you don't respond or if you don't react to them, they can't continue to poke you. They can't do anything, right? So they open their fists, and you have niceness, you have kindness on both sides. If they're coming at you with their fists and you get poked and you automatically go to fists also, you've got that energy. You've activated that negative energy. So you can't control anybody else and how they come at you, but you can control your own self. And staying in that higher vibration allows you to stay in that path of higher neutral ground, so you don't get into any activity or any fights or anything with other people, okay? The energy is a little crazy this month. We're ending Mercury retrograde on Tuesday, which is nice. So all of our voice will be heard again. Aries, so that's really important for you to remember. You're able to, you are a fire sign, and Mercury in Aries, this is your sign. We are ending it. When Mercury is in Aries, it's often the planet of war, the planet of violence, the planet of destruction and chaos. And the fact that we're not ending that till the middle of the month, the 14th, but we are ending it at least, we are working towards that, is a really good thing. Aries, you may feel it stronger than others. You may feel that tug to push somebody to be, not to be violent, but push somebody to maybe, be that bear, be that person I'm showing is the person that pushes and is the bear. Try not to get into that if you can, okay, if you can help it. So let's do November's reading. I'm going to put this down. I always pull a romance card first for each of the months. And this can be either for your single relationship, or it can be if you're partnered and you're married. Either way, I get let go of control issues, which is interesting that I get this for Aries. Just putting out a candle that's just about to burn out here on my table. Ooh, hot wax. Okay. Okay. Let's go with this now. I've got all this hot wax in front of me. Let me get it off my table so you'll be able to see. We pulled the romance card, let go of control issues. This quite often is a card that's mostly about feeling out of control. And as we're coming into Thanksgiving, and if you may have lost a loved one, which if you have, I'm very, very sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. I lost my mom this year as well, not to COVID, but she's at peace, and but it really makes me want to hold on tighter to the traditions, right? It really makes me want to be that person that holds on tight, and allowing the situations to unfold and allowing the universe to kind of take you in the direction it wants to is really what letting go of control issues mean. He's sitting in judgment here of these two females. Nobody needs to be in judgment of anybody, right? We're our own selves. We can make our own decisions. You always have free will. So let go of these control issues. If you're trying to be controlling in a relationship, it's definitely time to let that go. Okay, and that's, since it is a romance card, that might be what's coming up, or maybe you're trying to control a new relationship. Okay, that could be as well. I'm going to pull 3 of the Wisdom Oracle cards, like I always do, which represent the collective or our community, Aries community. Deep knowing, poised, message in a bottle. Interesting. So the deep knowing card. This is really, look at the wise old owl that's sitting there, and right on top of the full moon, and we just came through the full moon. So the month of November, we have a full moon close to the end of November, obviously, because we just had it now. And this is the time where you're really going to, it looks like this is the time you're really going to know what's going on. So maybe this is a month, and we'll know better when we pull your weekly cards. Maybe this is a month where you're learning a lot. You know, the owl is here. Maybe look up the totem of an owl and see what it represents, besides wisdom and knowledge, because I think that's what's around Aries sign this month. Poised. When I see this sign, I don't necessarily, although she's dancing and she's free and she's happy, I think of being poised for action, being poised in case something comes up, being poised and ready. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but at least being on the ready. We do have Mars in conjunction with Uranus, and so there's a lot of energy that's not where it needs to be right now to have things be very calm. So if you can be ready and be poised, that's perfect. Message in a bottle. So coming messages, this is all about emotions, right? Look at the ocean and look at the blues in this card. So if the message is in the bottle and you're trying to open it and get it out, which he's trying to do desperately, you can see. That's pretty funny. He's trying to get in and get into that message. Maybe it's something that's hidden that you don't need to see right now. Maybe it's something that's going to come out over Thanksgiving. Maybe it's a message of love and hope. Maybe it's a message that you're not meant to open just now. It's still in the bottle. It's not coming out yet. Okay, so just let it be. Let it float. Let it bob. Let it be amongst all the different emotions that you feel this month. You don't need to make that change. Okay? Now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and people often ask me why it is I shuffle as much as I do. I shuffle based on intuition when I feel the cards are ready. When they shuffle very easily like this, now, see, that's the perfect example. Well, that was a perfect example. I'm going to show you what it's like when it is a good shuffle, okay? Because I think these cards are out shuffled. I've shuffled them so many times. Yeah, they won't even let me shuffle them. So this just means that they're done. They're ready. Okay, they don't need to be shuffled anymore. That's my intuition. That's how I go by judgment. Okay, you can do it whatever way you want. I just happen to like that because it tells me that it's a good way. It's a good way for me to trust my own intuition. That okay, it's time to stop. Cards are ready for me to pull. Okay, bottom of the deck, the overall energy for Aries is the Devil. So it's temptation, right? It's a Capricorn energy. It's the energy of temptation. Maybe you're doing great with your new exercise program and you're walking every day and it's suddenly getting cold and you're tempted just to stay inside because it's warmer, right? It could be something as easy as that. It could be something that you're like cigarettes or alcohol. It could be any kind of an addiction that you're stuck with, that you're trying to change. You can do this. This is just the underlying energy. You always have free will to change that, okay? So I'm going to leave this card out. And the cards are ready to shuffle, so I'm going to see what we get for your 5 weeks. Aries. Okay, great. Okay. So for the very first card, we have the Knight of Swords. He's sitting on his horse. He's got a sword in his hand. He's ready to go. He's right at the edge of the cliff, though. Look at the horse. He can't take another step. He's made his decision and he's following his truth. And if I were you, Aries, I would look up what the animal totem is for an eagle, because I'm noticing the eagle very strongly in this, and I'm also noticing the emotions around it, the waterfalls that are coming down. Okay, but you're at the end of the truth. You're at the end. Maybe something happened before this week, and now this first week you're having to turn your horse around and start all over again. I don't mean start all over again like having to start at the bottom of rung ladder of a new job. I don't mean it like that. I just mean start all over in a new direction, because this direction is not going to take you any farther, okay? Maybe you've outgrown a position at work. Maybe you've outgrown a relationship. There's no way to know for sure. Let me pull a clarifying card on that with using the Rider deck. shuffled these a lot, so I'm going to pull a card. Yep, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so it's all about emotions. It's all about personal. So this is the Knight of Swords, but this Queen of Cups is sitting pretty. This could be you. Okay, this could be you making a decision to not move, to be comfortable staying where you are. Look at the water so calmly. She has one foot in the water, one foot on the land. She hasn't quite decided where she wants to end up. And this truth that's coming through for you is going to help you make that decision. But it is about something personal. So if you're at the end of your rope and you're at the end of your cliff here with a relationship, maybe you need to turn around and restart and renegotiate and relook at things, right? Because there are a lot of blues. It's a lot about communication with your throat chakra. But this Queen of Cups is sitting pretty. So I think the outcome of this week is going to be really nice. I think you're going to really feel like you're large and in charge is what I'm hearing with this Queen of Cups. She's a very soft, feminine energy and very nurturing energy. So that's what this week is going to bring you. Okay. Now we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away. For some reason during this second week, you've put down a couple of the cups, but you've got your back turned. You're more anxious to move forward than you are to look at these last 5 cups. In these cups could be something wonderful. So I'm hearing from your spirit guides not to let these cups stand and walk away from them, okay? To look at all your options before you make a decision to walk away. Look at all the different things, and this I feel like could be either personal, because it's a cup emotion. I feel like it could be a personal relationship, but before you walk away, maybe do a to-do list. What are all the things you love about this person? Maybe all the things that they used to be. Maybe it's part of that. Maybe they're stuck in an addictive role and you're not happy with that, so you're making a decision to leave, right? That's the underlying theme here, Aries. But either way, you can make a choice to stay or to walk away. You always have free will. The spirits are just asking me to tell you, you still have 5 cups standing. Why not turn around, see what's in the cups before you make a final decision, okay? Third week is the World. It's a beautiful card. You have the Success card on either side. You have you're showing off your talents. You're the center of attention. You're the person that's getting all the accolades. I think this is work related. Or it could be just a really happy, maybe you've turned the corner in your relationship. You've turned around. You're decided to look in the cups, and there's something wonderful in that cup, right? So you decided to stay. And that's gorgeous. That's really lovely for you to happen. But the third week is bringing you the World. It's bringing you everything you've asked for. It's everything you've manifested. Okay? The fourth week is Thanksgiving week. You have the Tower. The Tower isn't always necessarily bad. It usually is something unexpected, a bump in the roads. It can be something that you're not expecting that turns out to be not so great. Okay? It could be, and I'm hearing somebody breaking their arm is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So if that applies to you, Aries, just be very careful. You won't know, of course, until the 4th week, Thanksgiving week, but I hear that it could be about that. It could be the Thanksgiving turkey got burnt, right? Or not as many people showed up as supposed to come because of COVID. It's the unexpected is what the Tower is. Excuse me. It's the unexpected. It's the not being able to plan for absolutely every outcome, right? And that's okay. You don't have to plan for every outcome. You just have to use your own free will and trust your own gut during this 4th week to make a decision that's best for you. Was it wise for this person to jump to his death from the Tower? Probably not. Okay? So if this comes up and this Tower comes up during this week, think about what it is you want to do before you do it. Could something have happened at his job and he's very unhappy? Yes. Could his company have been bought out? Absolutely. Does it mean he has to change jobs? Maybe. But is that all bad? Take a look at every option before you make that decision. And that's what this Tower is telling you. Okay? In the 4th week. And the last week is the 2 of Pentacles. Pentacles. Money. We haven't had that in this reading yet. So there is money coming this is the beginning of December. And it doesn't matter which you choose because look, your ship is coming in. Oh, wrong side. There it is. The waters are nice and calm. A little bit rough right before you make the decision, but here are your 2 options, and there's a rainbow connecting both options. So even though you have to make a choice, both choices are good choices because both choices are going to allow your ship to come in. And you're going to start building on these pentacles, and then your money, your wealth, your abundance, everything is going to start to improve. Okay? So definitely take a look at these cards. You've got at the bottom of the deck, you have the addiction card or the card for Capricorn. Maybe you're just actively involved in a Capricorn situation. You have the Knight of Swords, who's going to know the truth, but they're going to turn around because of this Queen. Okay, and that could be you. Then you have taking a look. Remember, before you leave, take a look at these final 5 cups. See if there's something in it worth saving. Because you don't always know what's ahead of you, right? You could be taking that leap of faith. Maybe it's definitely time for you to do that. And if you have free will, you have every right to leave these other cups behind. Your spirit guides are telling me, though, to take a look at what you're leaving behind, okay? Before you do. Your third week is the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, not the Wheel of Fortune, I'm sorry, the World. What's coming to fruition, all the things that have guided you to this point. Wonderful, okay? Enjoy the Tower moment during that Thanksgiving week. Think about it, what it is you want to do. Don't just jump, okay? Just don't, because the Tower is a quick reaction, right? A Tower is that quick response to something that blew the lightning that blew the top off this tower. How can you save it? Can you stay on this floor down here? Yes, it looks pretty secure to me, right? It doesn't necessarily mean the whole tower is going to fall down. You don't have to jump. Maybe just hurry up and take the steps and get to this bottom, more secure level. But know that you have the opportunity to change this tower. You don't have to react in a negative way. You have the ability to react. You can't change anybody else's reaction, but you have the ability to react, okay? So change it if you don't like it. Then your ship is going to come in that 5th week. This is the beginning of December. You're going to make a choice, right? You're going to make a choice between these 2 pentacles. But either one is going to be correct. This is your past, the water that's a little ruffled, because look, in on the calm seas comes your ship. Your ship is coming in, money's coming in, good health's coming in, abundance is coming in, good relationship, everything is coming in. The black clouds are lifting, right? We see this beautiful white sky that's behind it. So really pay attention to that and know that you don't have to be upset that this tower happened. Maybe this tower cleared the way for something new for your ship to come in, right? Maybe this was an old job and they started laying people off and it looks horrible and oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And then this next week, you get this wonderful opportunity as your ship comes in. So you never know how the cards are going to land. But Aries, I would say just, again, if I can say anything at all, try not to get into that chaotic energy of this coming week or this coming month, especially this week with the election, okay? It's really important to stay in your own lane, let the universe guide you, and be the person that doesn't react, right? Be that straight and narrow person that doesn't make a reaction if somebody comes towards you and wants to fight. It's better to stay in that high vibration of love and compassion and understanding to know exactly where you're going, okay? So it's a really nice reading, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I wish you the best. I know that for some of you it's going to be a tough holiday, but for the most of you it's going to be wonderful. So enjoy. Enjoy your month of November.